guys, look, I'm already back with another tutorial. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, so you guys want how to do your eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner, and I'm also showing you how to put on the false eyelashes. So, all right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put on the black liner. I just happened to get this in the mail today from my Sephora order. This is Kat Von D's what's it called? Autograph eyeliner. I've heard a lot of good things about this, so I had to use my VIB points before they expired at the end of the year, so I just went ahead and ordered some things. All right, so how I do the eyeliner is I start in the middle, because you want, if you notice over here, the largest part of the line, that's where you want to start, so you can get all the excess off the brush, and you want that to be the where most of the product goes. So if you try and start doing it in here, or you're just going to get a lot of product, and you don't want all that, and it's hard to get off. So, all right, so I hope you guys can see me doing this. So I start about there, and I just draw a little line. And the trick is you're going to do this in sections instead of drawing one big line. All right, so now that I've done that little part, I'm going to go, now that I don't have a ton of product on my brush, I'm going to go towards the inner corner. And I'm just laying it down and pressing. And then just lightly dragging it in. And don't get me wrong, this is going to take practice because it's hard. I mean, I've been doing it for how long and I still can't get it right. It's just, and it takes time. So if you're trying to do this before work or anything like that, it's probably not suggestible. Okay, so you should have something, it looks like that. So now I'm going to go back in and get some more product. And I'm not a fan of these little actual brushes. I prefer a felt tip, but this one seems to be working okay. So, all right, so now that I've got that, now I'm going to go and do the tail. So you see where I've got that, I've ended that there. Just kind of, you can use tape. If you want to use tape, you can put the tape there and use that as a guide to practice with. I kind of wing it. Literally, I just wing it. Okay. So I just kind of pick up, or you can, let's do it this way for you guys. You can actually start at the outer edge here and just draw a little line like that. You see that? So now there you got two disconnected lines there. So now all you got to do is go in and connect them. So just depending how thick you want the line. So you just go in and connect the two and then fill in that little space there. Now I'm going to do a thicker line, so I'm just going to keep adding to this outside. And I'm going to put lashes on, so it's not going to be super perfect. The good thing with putting lashes on in liquid liner is you can kind of hide some of the mistakes. Alright, so now I'm just going to go in and just touch up this inner line because on this side I've gotten it thicker. Not because I wanted to, but just because it just ends up that way sometimes. And so far this brush is pretty manageable. Now the trick is how is it gonna wear? Okay. Alright, so I think I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm going to put the false lashes on, and then after you put the lashes on, you always got to go back and redraw the line anyway. So, alright. I will be back. I'm going to curl my lashes and put mascara on, and then I'll be back and I'll show you guys how to put on eyelashes because I think I finally figured it out. Okay, so the last thing you ever want to do is put on your eyelashes. So, that's the very last thing you're going to do when you're all done. Alright, so I like these so far. These have been I've already used all these. These are Demi Wispies. They're black. I like them because they don't have that big black heavy band on them. I think the reason I haven't liked using them or putting them on is because that band is so heavy and it makes my eyes feel weighted down, and then I get a really bad headache. So I don't want to feel like I'm wearing eyelashes. Alright, so you're going to get a pair of tweezers and you're going to pull them off gently from that plastic, and you're going to want to hold them like that. And the way to tell which way goes, where it goes on, the shortest lashes go towards the inner corner of your eye. Alright, and you always want to make sure you got your eyeliner on, your black eyeliner, because that's going to cover up the band. And you want to curl and put a coat of mascara on. Alright? Okay, now the other trick that I've noticed is the amount of glue you're going to put on that strip there. You don't need a lot of glue. That's number one, and I've figured that out the hard way. The more glue you put on, the harder it is for it to dry, and that's why they don't stick. And that's why you have a hard time getting them to stay in place and everything like that. So everybody uses different kind of glue. I was using I was using that Lash Duo. That's the one that everybody uses. It works and it's waterproof and it dries clear and everything, but I think the problem I was having is I was getting too much glue on the eyelash. So I just happened to get this Revlon lash glue. It's mini precision lash glue, and it came in a little package of the eye crystals. You've seen some of my makeup looks and I've had the little eye crystals. This came with it. But the reason I like this is because it has a little brush on it. So, if you can find anything that looks like that, that'd be probably better. Okay, so you're just going to brush a layer. Can you see that? You just brush a layer of glue on there, and this is literally just like a transparent glue. See, that's all you need. And I think that Lash Duo, it just comes out so much because of the type of tube it's in that for me, that's in a hurry and not very patient. I need something I don't want to think about too much. All right, so you got your lash like that, right? You've got your glue on it, and if you're using the other kind of glue, you want to wait about 30 seconds for the glue to get tacky. You just don't want to put the glue on and just try and put it on because it won't stick. It needs to dry for about 30 seconds for the glue to get tacky, because that's the key, is to get some tackiness so that when you put the eyelash on, it just stays in place. Alright, so now that you've grabbed it by the middle, you're literally going to, the first place you're going to put it is the middle. So it's going to be hard to do this so you guys can see. So I'm going to place this, or I'm going to try, and get it set down in the middle of the lashes. And then all you got to do is just take your tweezers and just maneuver it and push it as close to the lash line as possible. So I start on the outside there and I just push it down with the tweezers. And then I just go towards the inner corner and I just grab the lash and I just stick it, push it in. And then you can just take them closed and just go in and push it down along the lash line there, just to make sure it's stuck there good. And that's it. Now, these lashes, I like them because that edge on the lashes there's non-existent basically. It's called an invisible lash, lash line, so you can't really tell if you get them close enough to your own natural lashes, you really can't tell they're there. So I'm just going to go in with the eyeliner again and just touch up that line. Just on top of the lashes, so you can feel with the eyeliner and you can just follow that. So I'm just laying the eyeliner brush on top of the lash line there before you put the false lashes. And then I'll just thicken up the line and just disguise it even more that you're wearing false lashes. So yeah, I mean, usually it take me 10-15 minutes. I don't have patience for that kind of crap. The last thing you want to do is just take some mascara and just go in and blend the two lashes together, yours and the fakies, falsies, whatever you want to call them. And that'll push the lashes up too, because you want them up above your eye. You don't want them all droopy. So this just helps push them and get them into place. And that's it. I didn't say what lashes I used. They're called Salon Perfect. And they're just any demi wispies from any brand I think will work. But those ones I used were Salon Perfect. I forgot to say that. But yeah, so if you want to watch the tutorial first and then go back and watch the liner video and the lash video, probably make more sense.